Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boy clothes, 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends used to bug me. Long boys clothes, 1975.
This is Afterburner 2. Yeah, see, Afterburner 2. If you don't stare at the background, you won't notice those two eyes floating around on the balls. Now, it was released, this is running on SEGA Ages, which was released in 1996. But the original arcade game, or Afterburner 2, was released in 1987, developed by AM2 and produced by Yu Suzuki. It's a sequel to the original Afterburner, which was released also in 1987, prior to this. Developed by the same people. They both had full, articulated cabinets. This one is just regular stand-up cabinets. I saw them both. I love them both. I've never really understood the difference because obviously there's 3 Afterburner games. After this, it's Afterburner 3, at least on the Mega CD. Getting really random now. Which is a terrible game. But then the arcade machine, I think, is called Strike Fighter, which 1991, but compared to this, it's just, well, I don't know, it's weak, but ignore that. What are the differences between Afterburner 1 and Afterburner 2? Is it like different music, a few tweaks here or there, maybe a couple of extra levels, but basically, the product is the same? I don't know, you let me know. But yeah, you've got missile, Vulcan guns, and you've got an accelerator, which would be a throttle in the arcade. Basically, it's Outrun. It's a sprite scaler. It's a Sega sprite scaler. But think Outrun if you've got rockets, a Vulcan, you've got a bloke sat behind you instead of a bird sat to the right of you. It's clearly based on Top Gun, and you fly around just blowing up shit and refueling. That's pretty much it. I mean, what's not to love about it? I've played almost every version of this on my channel because it's on everything. Even on the 32X though, they didn't actually kind of get it arcade perfect. My favourite version is the PC Engine version. I mean, I've done a comparison video of all the versions I could, including MAME. But this version's ported off the actual arcade code. So while it's a port, apparently that's really unique at the time. It should be arcade perfect. Right, let's get into it. So easy, yep, ships, let's turn that up. Way, because there's no continues, because even though it's a port of the arcade game, you haven't put money in. Music test, no, we don't need that. Up and down reverse, we don't need that. Auto Vulcan, yep, we can, no, on, you just leave your guns on all the time. It just makes things easier. But let's get into it. Rolling, so right, X speed low, Y speed middle, Z, so that's the top 3 buttons on the Saturn, and you fire all the time, and B is missile when you lock on. But yeah, think Top Gun. And also it's got amazing cheesy 90s rock. Right, let's get into it. Listen to that. Right, boom. Again, it's the 80s. You only send one bloke to war even though you've got a ship full of tech. Look at that. What's the significance of the 128 on the carrier? Right, so you barrel roll by going full right and then you go full left. I think. No, how do you barrel roll? I don't know. I didn't know you can shoot the shit out of the wildlife, so I'm sure that made Bellotti very upset. But fuck you, Bellotti, it brings a big smile to my face. Now, obviously, as kids, I got to play out the Spectrum. Most of the ports in this country, Spectrum, Amstrad, Commodore, Amiga, Atari ST. How do I barrel roll? I don't know. Weird, I was playing it the other day and I could barrel roll. Yeah, anyway, most of the ports in the UK were based on the original arcade machine, and they were there in spirit, but obviously they were a bit pants. And then when the Mega Drive version came out, we all shut our pants. Do I have to speed up? There we go. And even though the sprite scaling was, not anywhere like the arcade, it still looked like the arcade, which we were sadly missing at that point. That said, the Master System version, which is the first version I got to play, on a system that was more powerful than the Spectrum and stuff like that, was to me it blew my mind because the sprite of the F-14 was so huge. Oh, refuel. Why the fuck can I barrel roll? My hand is cramping now. Maybe it's that. There you go. So your missile's bottom right, your radar's top right, but that means you've replenished. Ooh! Sweet! I mean, it's crude, it's basically what it was, it's what sprite scalers were. Like, you could argue that it's got less detail in it than Space Harrier and all that, because of the fact that you're in an airplane and it wants to make it so fast and stuff, but it still looks fucking epic, if you ask me. Now, this is supposedly arcade perfect. The 32X version wasn't, was it? Commodore version's wank, Spectrum version's absolutely terrible. Don't know what the Amstrad version's like. PC Engine version's my favourite. That's actually got scaling effects in it. Okay, so what was that? How come he did it then? There we go. So you've got to keep your finger on A. Oh, that makes sense. I'm a fucking muppet. Because obviously you've got to keep your finger on A. Because your Vulcans are automatic. Die. Sorry. Got it now. Now we can roll around like a bastard. Because I want to finish this level, get to the volleyball game, ride my motorbike into the sunset, and bang someone who's my teacher and far too old for me to bang, before looking pensively into a mirror in my tidy whities. Maybe rock out to a little Top Gun anthem. So there you go, you land. Sexy. That is cool, mate. Can I actually shoot my own runway? Hey look, see, little nod to Top Gun there, little bloke with a motorbike. Don't care what anyone says, Top Gun's a fucking amazing music, movie, and the soundtrack's pretty sexy too. There we go. Now we're flying over that stuff you put on your fucking toast. Fluff. Ooh. Man, we were, let's be honest though, we were easily satisfied back then, because while you could argue this is Space Harrier in the clouds, it's probably, I never thought I'd say this, it's probably the weakest of those three games on this collection. That's not to say I don't love it, because I do love it, but I don't think I'd ever thought about that before. Ooh, bollocks. All these mix must be thinking, ha, the Americans, they only send one person. If he dies, he dies. Wrong franchise, sorry. Ooh. So the fact that they vary the plane so much is cool though. What's the big red? Oh, he's dogfighting me, coming in from behind. Can't shake him. Coming in too fast. Again, wrong other franchise. Is that it? There we go. Afterburner 2. It's basically Afterburner. Running on the Saturn, or the arcade port running on the Saturn as part of SEGA Ages. It is what it is. You know what Afterburner is. It's Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. And I love it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.